Over the next 2 decades, it's estimated that hundreds of thousands of pilots will be needed worldwide. And many of the major airlines are making their pitch to have women be the leaders in the cockpit. Jane Wells has more from Anchorage, Alaska.
On an airstrip in Anchorage, Alaska, is one of the top flight schools in the country. Owned and operated by a woman who started a flight school after the one she was working at didn't like her style.
I sold my car for $8,000 and I renovated this building, and I had people knocking on my door from day one.
Ground Cessna 734, Quebec Mike.
Jamie Patterson Sims of Skytrek, Alaska, has been recognized as an FAA Gold Seal flight instructor. Yet women in the cockpit remain something of an oddity. Only about 6% of the pilot force at the top 3 airlines are female. And that surprises Beverly Bass, hired by American Airlines in 1976 and its first female captain.
Well, you know, we talk about that all the time. And I think for the most part, women are just still not aware that that is a job opportunity that is available to them.
Boeing estimates the global aviation industry will need 800,000 new pilots over the next 20 years. Men like Jesse Heffley and women like Madison Minnick, both taking lessons here in Anchorage with a female instructor.
She doesn't let me get away with anything, which I appreciate.
My mom runs a huge native corporation up here, and so I am super used to women telling me what to do.
All 3 major U.S. airlines have stepped up pilot recruiting, targeting women specifically with financial aid for flight school. And this is an industry with no gender pay gap. Pay is based purely on things like the type of aircraft flown. But surveys by Embry-Riddle suggest passengers still are not as comfortable with women in the cockpit as men. And Beverly Bass, who has seen it all, says women pilots are no better or worse than men, but they can multitask.
I know that I could cook dinner, feed a baby, and talk on the telephone all at the same time.
She hopes a new generation of women will love flying as much as she has, each with her own favorite part of the experience.
Probably when the wheels lift off. When you first rotate the plane and you just kind of hover for a second. It's just the coolest feeling ever.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Jane Wells in Anchorage, Alaska.